Why don't you smash that like along the way? Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys. Yeah! Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys. Let's talk Spurs with pure Coys.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone is enjoying the fact that for Spurs, at least, the football season is over. Thank God. But we do have one more game to play before the World Cup. There is one more big game on before the World Cup. Of course, it is the Champions League final tonight. And we are all, surely most of us, for one night only, PSG fans. Listen, it's petty, yes, absolutely. But as a Spurs fan, the thought of Arsenal winning the Champions League is something I just don't want to think about. It's unthinkable. It can't happen. So, listen, it is what it is. It's tongue in cheek. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of banter. But I really do hope PSG win tonight. Guys, how you all doing? What's the weather like where you are? It's a beautiful day here in the West Country. The birds are singing. The sun's out. It's going to be around 25 degrees, I think, today. So it's going to be a lovely day, and I'm looking forward to it. Got to mow the lawns. Got to do some washing. I expect me and Eve to go out and do something at some point. But guys, let me know what you're up to. Let me know what the weather's like where you are. And let me know how you're feeling about this Champions League final tonight. I know Spurs are not involved, of course, but it is a huge game. There is a lot riding on it. More than anything, if Arsenal win their first European trophy to be a Champions League, that would be pretty horrific, right? It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good for us Spurs fans. But it is what it is. I'm going to go through the transfer rumours today. There seems to be a lot going on without much going on. Obviously, we kind of made 2 signings already, but we're getting to that in a minute. My voice is already going. But guys, let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you're up to this weekend. Any nice plans? Shorter weekend, of course, this weekend, with it not being bank holiday. But guys, it is what it is. Let's say hello to the chat. The Stoic. Big up to the Stoic, mate. Thank you very much for correcting my spelling on the thumbnail. Woke up this morning, was like, shit. So had to change that. So big up to you, the Stoic. Pete Chambers, just with a Nige. Oh, Nige. I know, listen, it is tongue in cheek, mate, and you are a gooner. So I'm sure you'll take it in the right way. Logan's in, big up Logan, says, morning Nige. And the chat, big up everyone. All PSG tonight, aren't we? I think most of us are PSG. I think unless you're Arsenal, you're PSG, right? Surely. UK Darren saying PSG 4, Ars Anal 1. I would take that all day long. I think it might be a bit tighter, but you never ever know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. The Stoic said, nice one, Nige. Viva la France. Absolutely. Anyone seen the advert with Glenn Hoddle and Teddy Sheringham, my hero? Yeah, I mean, for some reason he put Jamie O'Hara in as well. They could have picked any other Spurs player, but it is what it is. Listen, it's quite a funny advert if you haven't seen it already. Pete said, no, Logan, we are not. Lee's in. Hello, everyone. Big up, Lee. I hope you're well, buddy. I hope you are well, mate. Get over to Lee Statham TV. Give him a sub. Pete Chambers says, big up, Nigel, and everyone in the chat. Not sure I'll make it back in time. As taken Wolf out before it gets too hot. Have a good one. Big up to you, Pete. Much love, buddy. And Lee is saying, everyone hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Yes, really would appreciate it. Really would appreciate it. Lee saying hi to Pete Chambers, and we have Whole End Talks in. Big up to you, mate. Long time no see. And he says, glad we did you a favour, mate. So yeah, much appreciated, mate. Much appreciated. We did those early season shows, didn't we? And we're talking. I think we did a show that would literally Villa had lost 4 the first 5 games or something. It started really badly. Spurs have started really well. Look how the tables turned. Villa, absolutely brilliant season. Yeah, again, thank you so much. I had a feeling we'd do well at Villa though, because usually Tottenham do. But listen, congratulations to Villa. Um, you know, keeping our trophy warm for a couple of years because we're not going to be back in Europe, but did brilliantly to win the Europa League. So congratulations to Villa. Nothing like winning a trophy, mate, is there? Nothing like winning a trophy. And the Europa League is their second biggest European trophy out there. So congrats to you, mate. Congrats to you. And he says, hope you're well. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I hope you are too. Lee saying hello to the whole end talks. Rodney's in. Saying big up to all. Come on, you Spurs. Lange out. Absolutely. Lange has to. I can't believe he's still in a job. Cannot believe this guy is still in a job. But he is. He absolutely is. And don't understand it personally. Hot and Talk says PSG to win it. Can't bear Arsenal winning the European trophy. Absolutely. We have to keep it between ourselves, you know. Let's not let someone else come and win a European trophy. We did that with Man City a couple of years ago. Let's not let Arsenal win as well. Oh, and Talk saying big up to Lee, and then he says, "Yeah, fancied you to beat us as well. You'll be better next season under De Zerbi. Catch up with the show together over the summer, maybe. Absolutely, mate. Definitely. Let's sort summer out. But listen, Villa flying Champions League next year. Who knows where they could go? I'm guessing PSR is still a problem for you guys, but listen, we all envy Villa at the moment, and I think I probably said that in your show. So many Spurs fans, listen, we'd love to be where Villa are right now, but definitely, mate, take care and all the best. And yeah, we'll definitely sort something out. Hotspur Flicks is in, saying morning, Nige, and hi to all the chat. Big up to you, Flicks. I hope you're well, mate. And then he says, "Come on, Paris, absolutely." Uh, listen, if you haven't got a PSG shirt, get in the charity shops. Let's look for one quickly because we absolutely 100% going to be a PSG fan just for one night only. Absolutely one night only. But so, guys, as far as transfer rumours goes, I'm getting a bit concerned about Tottenham's transfer dealings, and it is all rumours. Nothing's really happening apart from the two that we've kind of brought in. No, nothing's been actually formally announced as yet. But guys, I want to know your thoughts on how you're feeling about this transfer window, about whether you think, after all the statements that come out, that Spurs are going to finally start putting the team on the pitch first, or whether it's all hot air. The usual spill that comes out from the ownership, from the chairman, from whoever, just to try and keep the fans on side a couple of weeks before um, the season ticket renewals are due for sorting out. Guys, let me know how you feel. We will go through it in a minute. Andrew's in, saying bonjour, Nige. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I'm not going to try and read French or speak it, you know. I'm, yeah. Language was never my strong point at school. Hotspur Flick says, how do we feel about Andy Robertson and Senesi joining Spurs? Gonna get into this right now. Flicks and Lee is staying high to the Hotspur Flicks as well. So let's get into it, guys, because we've had these two come out and we had this start with that Marco Senesi to Tottenham. Here we go, deal in place after the verbal agreement reported since March. 4-year contract for Senesi, who is set to put pen to paper soon and join Tottenham Hotspur as a free agent. Good signing, good experience, 29 years old, Premier League experience, Argentine international, another Argentine international. Let's hope he puts club before country. And listen, good solid pro, good at passing out from the back, a decent player. Maybe that Romero replacement, though he is a left-footed centre back, but his passing out from the back is very Romero-esque. And then, of course, we had this slightly before, and that is Andy Robertson to Tottenham. Done deal. Tottenham have received the final green light following the verbal agreement that he would join on a free transfer if Tottenham stayed in the Premier League, as reported in our transfer update show. Medical scheduled. So, Andy Robertson, He is joining as well on a free transfer. Another one, good, solid pro. Knows the Premier League. Been there, seen it, done it, won absolutely everything with Liverpool. So 2 free transfers in the door. Really good signings. Really happy with them, guys. How are you feeling about the free transfers? Are they good signings? Are you happy with them? I'm delighted, I've got to say. Listen, we all want those big signings, right? We all want those players that are going to turn our team into world beaters. But you need to fill the squad as well. And for me, free transfers, we spent no money and we've got 2 experienced players in through the door. For me, it's what we need, right? It's what we need. It's not all youngsters. Sometimes we need to bring the experience through. And both quality players, listen, you can say what you want about Robertson. Oh, he's past his best. He may be past his best, but he's still a decent squad addition. And for me, Senesi is a first team player. So we will see. We will see how it all fits in. Maybe De Zerbi goes to 3 at the back. I don't know. But Senesi is a first team player, in my opinion. Will he be back up to Van der Ven? Will he play alongside Van der Ven? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We will see what happens. But then we have players that we've been linked with that just baffle me. Just baffle me. And, we've got a new manager in. He's going to want his own players. It just feels like to me that we are just regurgitating the same old rumours and going for the same players every summer, every January. It never changes. What's going on? What's going on? Is this because it's Lange? Is this because we haven't got this director of football, this world-class director of football that we're looking at bringing in? Is a world-class director of football going to work under Ange or Lange, or will Lange need to go? I don't know. This should have all been sorted out a long time ago because we're going into a summer window now without the director of football that we want. So we are getting linked with the same old players. How true the links are, I don't know. But of course, we had this one with regards to Savinho. Looks like Spurs were back in for Savinho. Then we have this one, which I find crazy. And it's about Somerville. Breaking news, Tottenham are preparing a fresh move for West Ham United winger Crescencio Somerville as they look to strengthen their squad. Spurs have identified the Dutch winger as one of several targets under consideration for the wide position. No formal approach has been made to the Championship club at this stage. Now, for me, I'm not happy about this. I've got to be honest. Listen, I ain't happy about it. If we're being linked with Somerville again, then for me, A, that is lazy recruitment. B, it's a shit signing. I don't want Somerville. That's no disrespect to him. He might be better than Tao, but not a lot. We've got away with it this year. We finished 17th. We're rubbish. I want us to see us fill that squad now with proper players that are going to take us to the next level, move that needle. That's the conversation, isn't it? We always say, move the needle. I want us to go for players that move the needle. For me, Somerville doesn't move the needle. It's either lazy recruitment or lazy journalism. Not sure which one. And then reading this as well last night, this morning, is that Spurs are back in for Morgan Gibbs White. Tottenham have now revived their interest in Morgan Gibbs White. It has been another strong individual season from Gibbs White, who scored 15 goals across the campaign. So, Spurs back in for Morgan Gibbs White. Again, is it lazy journalism or is it lazy recruitment? Is one or the other? Maybe both. But again, listen, I wouldn't say no to Morgan Gibbs White. I love him. I wanted him last season. I was gutted when he didn't come. I would love him again this season. But the question should be asked, does De Zerbi want Morgan Gibbs White? Does De Zerbi want Somerville? Does De Zerbi want Savinho? For me, they're players we're linked with previous managers, and we're being linked with the same old players again. So, guys, let me know what you think. Give me some names. Give me some names of players that you would like in this Spurs side. I'm talking about players we've been linked with before. One player that we have been linked with before that I would love at Spurs is Akliouche. Whether that happens is another question. We will see, I guess. Time will tell, right? Time will tell. But we are being linked with plenty of players. Let's see if any of them get over the line. Hotspur Flick says it's about the time we're making signings. Need more, though. Absolutely. We need a lot more. It cannot just be one or two free transfers. We really need, in my opinion, this is it. This is it. Enoch have come out, haven't they, and said, I know they say it every year, but they've come out and said, we are going to put the team first. You know, things are changing. It's going to take time. But listen, they've come out and they said all that without giving us a really clear indication of what they're going to do and what their aim is, what their end goal is. What's the end goal of this Tottenham board? What's the end goal of Enoch? Is it Tottenham winning trophies? Is it Tottenham winning titles, or is it just getting Spurs into a position where we can make them more money by getting into Champions League, or you know, that kind of thing? I'm thinking it's probably more the latter. I would take that right now because where we are now is nowhere near that. So for me, I take it. But let's see what the club do. It's going to be an interesting summer. But guys, give me some names. Give me some names of players that you would love at Spurs this season that are realistic. Of course, Sheriff says, Morning, Nige. Allez le bleu. Allez le bleu. I don't know. But big up to you, Sheriff. Hope you're well, mate. How's work? Hope you're not too busy. Flix is saying good morning to Sheriff. Kev Williams is in. Big up, Kev. Says good morning, everyone. Morning to you, mate. I hope you are well. Lee saying hello to Kev. Big up, buddy. And Kev saying good morning back. Spurs Syndrome's in. Big up, Dave. Says morning, Nige. Get Haig, Rashford, Agalush, Stiller, and Vlahovic. No brainers, man. I would take. If we got those five in, six, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got those five in. I can't count. Oh, wow. That would be a window, right? That would be a window. Defensively, we got the players in. Senesi, Robertson, both free transfers. Lovely jubbly, right? Keeper's another thing, maybe later on down the line. But if we got Hagen, love him. It's been brilliant for Bodo. Rashford, Akalush, Stiller. Wow. I mean, that sorts out our midfield and front line. It just sorts it, doesn't it? We are suddenly looking like a team that can do things. Now, will we get all of them in? Probably not. But if we got, if we got two of those five, if we got like an Akalush and a Vlahovic or a Stiller and a Haig, that would be two fantastic signings that, in my opinion, straight away move the needle. They move the needle. So listen, let's see what happens. Kev saying good morning to Pete. Stephen's in. Big up, Stephen says, morning, Nige. There is only one player I really want. The best striker in the world is Harry Kane. Break that bank to bring him home. No other player will show such intent. I mean, that would be the one, wouldn't it? That would be the one. For me, if we, I mean, listen, we're dreaming now. We're all dreaming, guys. Don't worry. We're allowed to dream. Football fans can do it. Um, if we went out and say got an Akaliush or even a Rashford or someone of that Haig, a Stiller, and then we added Kane, then listen, why can't we dream as fans? Why can we not dream as fans? If we can, what's the point, right? In my opinion. But listen, guys, if you haven't, please do me a favor. Please smash a like on your way in. If you haven't subbed to the channel, hit that sub button as well. Really would appreciate it. Logan said, I've seen people say Osman, however you spell his name, but I don't think that's realistic. I'm with you, mate. Listen, I'm not sure. This is a crazy take because he is a great striker and he's banging them in Turkey. But I'm not sure. For me, I feel like he would be another Moani. Probably better, of course, but someone who doesn't really want to be here, who's just here for the money. I really want players to come who want to play for Spurs, and that may limit the players we get in. Of course, it may limit the players we get in. Everyone wants money, and I'm not talking about I wouldn't want players for money. Of course, players will join clubs for money. Of course, they will. Most players will join the club that offers the most money. But Osman, for me, strikes me as a player who's just all about the money. Nothing else matters. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'd want him. Saying that, if he come in and hit 35 league goals, I'd be absolutely delighted. But let's see. Phil Coys is in. Said morning nights. Big up to you, Phil. Hope you're well, mate. Long time no see. I hope you're good. Finn says all season we were desperate for an experienced players that can lead the side. And how many fans are moaning about the signing of Andy Robertson? Absolutely, Finn. Couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more. We have fans moaning about the fact we're all signing all these young players over the last couple of years, and that we need experience. And then when we sign experience, people moan that they're too old and past it. You cannot win. You cannot win, mate. It's just you just have to suck it up and ignore it. That's what I say. Um, we're talking about experience, and this is something that's upset me a little bit actually last night and today. The news that Polinia could and looks like he could be on his way to Sporting. Sporting and Polinia have agreed a deal. All they have to do now is agree with Bayern Munich the price. If we lose out on Polinia, I will be really disappointed as a Spurs fan. I've got to say, he is one of those players, experience, been there, seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt, and if we miss out on him just because we won't pay £20 million for a guy that's was our player of the year last year, probably single-handedly, along with a couple of others, kept us in the Premier League. If we're not going to reward that, Spurs are going to have to do something massive in the summer. And I'm talking a proper number six who is in his mid-20s, who will stay with us for the next 6, 7, 8 years. Lots of talk about Baleba. I'm not sure, but listen, disappointed, very disappointed if Polinia is not signing long term. Guys, let me know what you think about Polinia and the possibility that he looks like he is not coming to Spurs this summer after a fantastic loan spell. Hotspur Flick says, I'd take Rashford, but wouldn't happen. I think United would be crazy to sell Rashford. I think he's done brilliantly over in Barcelona. He's looked a real star. And maybe it was the move he needed just to get away. Fresh start somewhere else. Comes back to Manchester United. And for Carrick, it must feel like a new signing. It must feel like a new signing for him. He would be absolutely delighted, I'm guessing, to have Rashford back in the squad. I don't see him leaving, but listen, I don't know. I don't know. I take it he is back at United. I'm talking about that as if I know, but it was a loan, wasn't it, to Barcelona? I think. Kev says, Nige, I think Enoch don't have the hunger to win the Premier League. They aren't prepared to put it all on the table, exactly what it takes to make us successful. Look at the wage structure for years, says it all. Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. But this is where, listen, again, they've made promises, right? And they do it every year. And we always fall for it, or some of us fall for it. And this is it. This is their chance. This is their chance again to actions speak louder than words. We say it all the time, right? Actions speak louder than words. They need to up the wage structure. And they have a little bit. But they need to do more. We need to start getting players on 250, 300 grand a week. And whereas that's extortionate money and crazy money and unthinkable money for most of us, 300 grand a week, I'm not going to earn that in the next 10 years. But, it is what it is. Ghosted is in. Saying bonjour, messieurs. Bonjour to you, Ghosted. I hope you're well. Come on, the PSG. Vin saying good morning to Lee. Ghosted, how you feeling about tonight, mate? How you feeling about tonight? We can't have Arsenal winning, can we? We really cannot have Arsenal winning. Logan says we need to do business early and not leave it until the very last minute, then panic by someone shite. I mean, we will do that, Logan. You know that, right? That's what we do. It's one of our faux pas, is what we do every year. But you're right. We got the World Cup starting in a week's time. Tottenham need to start early. Start early. As soon as that window opens, bish bash bosh. We get the Robinson Senesi deals done. Hopefully we get at least one more over the line before the start of the World Cup. And then, let the World Cup play out and then we can make moves. But I agree, we have to make at least one signing before the World Cup, in my opinion. Kev saying good morning to Ghosted. Andrew saying all these players would have been linked with us. Just the usual lazy journalist. I agree, mate. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I mean, why? I mean, and this is what's really annoying is the fact that what if it's true? What if we are being linked with Somerville again? Again, like listen, in January, I didn't want him in January, but because I wanted Akalushe. But in January, fine, because we need bodies through. We've survived relegation now. Let's not go to relegated sides as we always do and try to pick off their talent. Let's actually get our recruitment team and our scouts to get out there watching proper players. Like Dave said earlier, Haig from Bodo. I mean, he's probably been linked with everyone, but why don't we go for someone like that? Don't let a Brentford or a Brighton go for him, and then 2 years later being like, oh, we fancy a bit of that. Go get him now. Go and get him now. But Spurs don't do that. Spurs don't do that. We've been linked with the players that are literally on our doorstep, and it's boring to be honest. Logan saying big up to Ghosted, and Logan saying morning to Lee as well. Tottenham Therapy's in. Big up, mate. I hope you're well. Says big up, Nigel. I hope you're well, mate. I have a busy day today. Me and my partner having people over, so sorting the house out, but still have time for you, mate. Thank you very much, buddy. I was watching you a little bit last night as well. I think I'll put a few comments in, but yeah, I missed all the drama. Missed all the drama. I turned it on a bit later, but I hope you're well, buddy. I hope you're well. And just listen, keep bashing it, keep doing the business. And it will come, guys. If you haven't get over to Tottenham Therapy, give him a sub. And look how quickly it changes. Look how quickly it changes Tottenham Therapy. You know, it was only a couple of weeks ago I couldn't say Tottenham Therapy without saying Dr. Tottenham Therapy. Now it just rolls off the tongue. So fair play to you, mate. Lee saying, everyone hit the like button and the subscribe button. Yeah, that would be fantastic, guys. 50 in the house now. Let's get it going. Let's hit that like, hit that subscribe. If we can get 50 likes today, that would be brilliant. It's all I want. 50 likes a show, and I am happy. The odd sub here or there as well makes it all worthwhile. But it is all about you guys. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're feeling about tonight, the Champions League game. Let me know how you're feeling about transfers. Give me players that you would love to come in that are realistic. Give me some players that you want gone out the door. The sooner the better. And let's get into it. People saying hello to each other, which is fantastic. Ghost is saying up the PSG. Absolutely. Stephen saying, Nige, if the board of this club is true to its intent that Tottenham should be amongst the elite players, like Kane should be the target. Of course, we all know better. They're just blood sucking leeches. Absolutely. You are bang on, mate. Listen, a statement of intent would be going out and saying, we want Harry Kane back. How much did you? We give you the 80 million that you give us for him. We give it to you back. We want him, even if he is 31, 32, whatever. Because Kane will guarantee you 60 or 70 goals over the next couple of seasons. Go and get it done. But Spurs won't. Spurs won't. Imagine paying 80 million for Kane, right? Getting him back, and he scores 25 goals a season. So 50 goals in 2 seasons. That probably gets us, those 50 goals probably gets us at least 20 points extra a season. Literally pays for Kane. Literally pays for him. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Whether Kane would come back or not is another question. But listen, show you a big club, Tottenham. Show you a big club. Go and get the best player in world football right now in Harry Kane. Go and do it. Um, listen, it won't happen. Harry Kane will want to play Champions League football, of course. Listen, it's all a dream, right? But it is what it is. We are where we are. Golden Sun says, "Come on, you Spurs, get in now." Absolutely. Feels weird, doesn't it? The season's over. The season's done. Nothing really to talk about. Transfers and board being wankers, and of course, a massive Champions League game tonight. For us all to support a team. Gavin Young's in. Big up, mate. Says, I have my Spurs shirt on and will be all day today. Come on, PSG. Let's get some strikers in. Absolutely, mate. I agree 100%. Come on, PSG. And we need to totally revamp that front line. That front line, we have to revamp totally. We have Kudus coming back, of course, next season, hopefully. But we really do need to upgrade, even where Kudus is. Bring in someone else who's as good, if not better. Let's prove that we want to be this elite club. You know, everyone's saying, "Well, we got Kudus. Let's get someone better than Kudus in, and then Kudus can fight for his place." Let's see what Spurs do. It's going to be an interesting summer for surely. Saying hi to Golden. And Kev saying good morning to Anthony. Golden saying morning to Lee. And Golden saying, I'm thinking we will buy another 3 players max. Quite possibly. I mean, if we've got the 2 in already, we might only see another 3. But if those 3 are the high quality, then that's absolutely fine, right? They have to be high quality though. No more squad players. You know, for me, Senesi and Robertson, great squad fillers. You know, they don't lower the bar. If a doggy's out, no problem with Robertson coming in. In fact, I'd probably prefer Robertson to start a lot of the time. If Van der Ven's out, no problem with Senesi coming in. If Senesi's out, no problem with Van der Ven coming in. No problem with them playing together. So they're squad fillers, but they're really good squad fillers. What we've got to do now is go out and get 3 players that guarantee first team football, and the players that are in the first team now drop out and they have to battle for their place back in the team. Let's see what Spurs do. Listen, they've made a lot of promises, haven't they? And they made a lot of promises without making any promises, if that makes sense. So let's see what they do. Rain's in. Said morning, Argent chat. Good morning to you, Rain. I hope you're well, buddy. Logan saying morning to Rain as well. Tottenham therapy saying big up to Kev. And Kev saying, Golden Sun, yes, I hope we have a few more, but more. I would be expecting 6 players. Listen, I think 6 is a good number. 5 or 6, yeah. We've got 2 in now. If we brought in another 4, I'd be absolutely delighted. Guys, give me names. What 4 do you want in? Let's say 4. Let's be greedy. Let's say 4. 4 names that you want in that you think would improve our squad and give us a chance. Give us a chance of fighting in amongst that top 6, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, we finished 17th twice in a row. I'd take 13th. Bollocks. Bollocks. I don't want to take 13th next season. I want to be fighting for Europe. I want to be in that top 6. And listen, it's amazing. 3 or 4 players could change that side totally. New manager. You, let's not all think negative. There are some exciting times ahead for Spurs. It cannot get any worse, right? If it gets worse, we go down. It can't get any worse. It's only going to get better from now on in. So let's try and be positive. I'm going to try and be positive, because otherwise, as I always say, what's the point if we're just going to be negative about Spurs all the time? Might as well not bother supporting the club. For me, that's just my opinion. Stephen says, Nige, as for the Morgan Gibbs White rumours, there's no way Forest sell him and Anderson. Quite possibly not, but you never know. Listen, Forest, say what you want about Forest, but they have good scouting. They pay the money. They go in there, they get the players they want, and there's every chance. Listen, if they're going to get the best part of 100 million for Anderson, don't know what they're going to get for him. 80 plus million for him. They'll probably get 50, 60 for Morgan Gibbs White, 140 million. They could go out and buy some real quality that takes them further than where they are now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. I think money talks. Rain says, if we don't get Polinia, then I expect to see 2 better 6s. Please don't let us go into next season with either Bentancur or Gray doing that job. 100%, mate. 100%. Agree totally. If we are not buying Polinia, which I think is a mistake, but listen, I'm not in charge. It is what it is. If we don't get him, fine. Then go out there and get a number 6 that is a quality, same quality or better. Better. I mean, I really like the sporting number 6. Is he Danish? Hoyland, or I forgot it. Actually, I can't pronounce his name, but I like him. But the fact that Sporting are buying Polinia, possibly, I don't know. Is he any better? I haven't seen enough of him. What I've seen of him, I like. But if we're going to buy number 6, it has to be at that quality. We can't be now going, "Oh, we're gonna rely on Bentancur and Gray," or, "Oh, Bergvall can do a job," or someone else can do a job. Get the player in that can do the job and make it a specialist position. Has to be a specialist position. Finn says, "I don't really understand why Spurs haven't signed Pellegrini on a permanent contract. Best player this season, and De Zerbi has stated how much he wants to keep him. Something strange going on there." I agree. I do agree. I think, listen, it's clearly his age. There's no sell-on value. Spurs don't want to pay money for a player they're not going to get any sell-on value on. And also, listen, I think De Zerbi wanted him, but I don't think he would be De Zerbi's first choice. Just from what I'm hearing De Zerbi say, he did say that, "Oh, I really like him. I'd love to have him next season, but I want more. I want two players in every position." So I don't know. We will see. We will see. It does look like though Spurs are not going for him. If they were, surely we'd have just done it by now. But listen, I don't know how things work, but I would have thought Spurs would have gone out and said, right at the end of the season, yeah, Pellegrini is signing in the summer. But we will see what happens. Lee saying hi to Rain. David's in. Big up. David said, "Don't forget that here we go means nothing as it's failed before until the player's holding up the shirt after signing." This is the thing, mate. Yeah, absolutely agree. Listen, we have got to here we go on 2 free transfers. You would think nothing can mess up now. There's no one blocking moves anywhere. The only thing that could change is if a bigger club come in for them suddenly. But it looks like they're done. But I agree, mate. Until they're holding the shirt, we just don't know. We just don't know. I've seen nothing about the new Spurs home shirt yet. Plenty of rumours when the season was going on with pictures, but nothing as yet, guys. I don't know if any of you have seen the new home shirt as yet. Seen the away one. The away one looks pretty sexy. If you haven't seen the away shirt, there's the away shirt. Bergvall. Looking good in it. It looks nice, right? I like it. But haven't seen anything as yet about the home shirt. So we will see. Until they're holding that new crisp home shirt, they're not Spurs players. Logan said, "Morning to Kev." Stephen saying, "How do you feel about bringing in Ibrahim Diaz to Spurs? I've seen rumours about him. I like the guy, but not sure he's really cute, really cut out for the Premier League." Um, I like him. I like him for what I've seen of him. Yeah, I do like him. Again, not sure. And you never are right with these players. You're never quite sure whether they could do it in the Premier League. But it wouldn't be a signing that if we signed him, I thought, oh no, we've signed him. I'd be like, okay, let's see what he can do. Um, but yeah, it is one of them. Let's see what he can do if we brought him in. But I do like him. Very good footballer, very technically very good. Kate's in saying, "Good morning, Nige." Good morning to you. Hope you're well, Kate. Hope you're well, lovely. What have you got planned this weekend? Anything nice? Lee getting in there and saying, "Everyone hit the like and hit the subscribe button." Absolutely, guys. If you haven't, smash that like. Let's try and get up to 50 as quickly as possible. And if you haven't, press the subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button as well. Really would appreciate it. Jimmy's in. Big up, Jimmy. Saying big up and good morning to Nige and the chat. Big up to you, Jimmy. I hope you are well. Kate saying big up to Pete Chambers. Rain saying Senesi and Robertson are good signings. Missing Polina is daft. Going for Savinho is the wrong move for me. Rain, I'm agreeing with everything you say. I don't want Savinho. I don't want Savinho. He's not gone. He's not gone to the next level, right? He come into City. He had that one good season when he first come in, or decent 6 months or whatever. Did well. And then when we went from last summer, I'm like, yes, he's a good player. Someone that I think is exciting, could take Tottenham to the next level. He never happened. And this season for City, he's been in and out. I know he's had injuries, but when he has played, he's not really done it for me. He's not someone that I now look at and think, yes, I want him in a Spurs shirt. There's other players I'd much rather go for. So I'd be really disappointed if we signed Savinho. Of course, I'd get behind him. And who's to say this move could do him the world of good and he could become that Savinho he was at Girona? Just not sure. For me, he's one that I wouldn't be wanting to pay a lot of money for. If we could get him for 25 million, fine. I wouldn't want to be paying 50, 60. Personally, it's not my money. I don't care, but not for me. Not for me. Steven said Senesi is a quality sign in. To get him on a free is really good business. It is. And Spurs, every now and again, we do we do good business. We pick up good players um, for good deals. Let's see how he does. It's going to be interesting to see, like I say, how he does. What happens with Van der Ven? Did he play? Does one of them play right? One of them play left? Are they there? Two players in one position. That cover for each other. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure he's going to want to start. I'm sure he's going to want to start. Hotspur Flick says yes, definitely. Rain missing out on Polina is a disaster. Absolutely. If we miss out on him, of course, it is all rumours at the moment. We may get news later on today that's Polina's signed for Spurs. But as it is, all the rumours are suggesting that he has agreed a deal with Sporting. And so we will see what happens. Ghost has said Benessi is a great signing. I'd move VDV to left back. I'm not keen on Robbo or Udogi. Interesting. It gives us options, yeah? Gives us options. We've got plenty of left footers now in the squad, which I think is always good. You can't have enough left footers as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, really good. Golden Sense and Somerville, Tati, Akalush, and Locatelli are all possible. I wouldn't take the first two. Somerville will Tati, Akaluche 100%, Locatelli 100%. I think the other two for me, nah. But listen, I like Tati. He's done well for West Ham. Single-handedly nearly kept him in the Premier League, that guy. But I think if we as a club want to move into that top six, become that top six club again that we always have been, in my opinion, um, then we need to be buying better. Um, so we will see. We will see. But definitely the last two Golden Sun, I would 100% take them all day long, especially on a Sunday. Rain says, I want to see players out now. Vicario, Romero, Dragusin, Sarr, Solomon, Richie to start with. Imagine if all of those were gone. Our squad would look so much better just with them out. There is talk, of course, that Richarlison's going to be sold. Only got a year left on his contract, and we need a new striker, right? Ideally we need two, but the rumours are that De Zerbi really likes Solanke, so maybe he's not a great manager. Who knows? But listen, we will see. We will see. I think Spurs are going to weed a lot of players out this summer. It's going to be a lot of to-ing and fro-ing at Tottenham. And I agree with you, Rain. All of those players I think should leave and more, but all of those players to start with. Lee saying big up to Kate. Golden Sen saying Polino is a must. 100% agree. 100% agree, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. Hotspur Flick says definitely a massive clear out needed, and all absolutely. We need a massive clear out. Wouldn't it be nice to get rid of like 7 or 8, maybe more, and bring in 6 or 7? Um, Listen, we will see, but the players we bring in now have to be of the quality. We have to bring players in that if a player's out, we're not like, oh God, what a drop off. There has to be like a similar, or we bring players in that are better than the first team players that we have. It's the only way we're going to move forward. Stephen says whoever we sign, that front line is in desperate need of upgrading. Our strikers can't hit a barn door. It just needs improving all over the pitch, mate, doesn't it? I agree. Front three are a must. We have to improve it. But at the same time, if they're not getting the service, they're not going to score. So we have to improve everywhere. We have to improve everywhere. The front three, the players behind them, midfield, defensively, fullback area, are they good enough? Porro, he may be leaving. Man City interested in him. Should we let him go? So much to talk about, so much to do in this summer. Kate says, hopefully that wanker will be out the door. Polina, I think, is staying. He saved our club. I'd love Polina to stay. Let's hope he does, but let's see what happens. But I agree with Lange. He has to go. The sooner he goes, the better. Ghost is saying, until we buy some real forwards, I'm not buying into the hype. If we go into next season with Richie and Solanke and no left winger, I'll be pissed. I think if we went into next season with no left winger, Solanke and Richarlison ghosted, I think there would be riots. It wouldn't go down well at all. It really wouldn't. Kate saying big up to Lee. Ghost is saying Nikes give us the worst kits. They have been the worst, mate. The worst. The worst manufacturers we've had for a long, long time. And I thought when we first got Nike, I thought, here we go. Here we go. We got a proper company in now. Their kits are lazy. They really are. Their kits are lazy. Not for me. Haven't seen the home one yet, like I say. I have heard though it's pretty basic, which is listen, it is what it is. We wear whites, white tops. It's not like we got stripes or hoops or, you know, we're white. So what can we do? I personally like it when there's an accent of blue in there. I love the one where we looked a little bit like Ajax. That was one of my favorite kits. Um, but every now and again, every couple of years, we do something a bit different, and then we just go back to white. I think this season is just back to white. So we'll see. Listen, I like it clean as well, but you're right. Ghosted Night do the worst kits 100%. 100%. Marianne's in. Big up, Marianne. Sends good morning, Nigel. All in the chat. Hope you're well. Absolutely great, Marianne. I hope you're well too. Ghost is saying good morning to Kate. Golden Sun is saying Foden would be a big statement. Now, that would be a signing for me. I do not understand why Phil Foden's not getting more minutes. What a great young player he is. And let's see. I don't think he's going to leave City. And if he did, I think it would cost a hell of a lot of money. But again, yeah, statement signing Spurs. Get out there. Do something. Jimmy says, Amazon coming today with my garlic and onion garland blackberry hooped black and white. Yes, I mean that advert. Any of you guys have seen it, but that advert with Teddy and Glenn Hoddle and O'Hara is quite funny. And yeah, Ghost is saying Golden Sun. Now that's a player I'd love at the club. Listen, I'd love Foden as well. There's no way he's going to come to Spurs. Like I say, we've got absolutely nothing to offer. Nothing to offer at all. And it is what it is. We've got to get back in those positions where we can offer the players Champions League football. But at the moment, we can't. David Clark says players who have to go: Vicario, Porro, Dragishin, Romero, Basuma, Odebed, Sarr, Tao, Richarlison, Solanke, Mawani. And on loan, Gray, Bergvall. Well, that's a lot of players, mate. And listen, I wouldn't be against any of them. I've got to be honest. There isn't a player there that you've mentioned that I'm like, I wouldn't sell him. I'd get rid of all of them, mate, personally. They have all let me down this season. In fact, they've let me down over the last couple of seasons, apart from one night in Bilbao. So listen, I wouldn't wake up tomorrow if any of them gone and think, oh my God. But let's see what happens. Kate says, good morning to Marianne. Kate says, Kev Williams, good morning. Golden Sun said, David, I'll back that. Absolutely. Yeah, I think most of us do. Finn saying, I get what you're saying about Savinho, Nige, but it would be interesting to see how he could become if he starts regular football. Yeah, listen, maybe I'm being harsh on him. The fact that he's been in and out of the squad, he hardly plays for Man City. Savinho strikes me as the kind of player who needs an arm around his shoulder, needs someone to give him a cuddle every now and again, and tell him that you're the dog's bollocks, mate. You're the man for me. And maybe at Spurs he will get that. Maybe. Listen, I'm not saying Savinho is a bad player. He just wouldn't be my choice, personally now. But I totally get what you're saying, Finn. Stephen says, I think if Savinho was playing regularly, we'd see the best out of him. I think he's one of those players that needs to feel wanted. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. It's amazing. I'm not even looking at the chat and I say it and someone's just absolutely bang on. Couldn't agree more, mate. Marianne said, Kate, good morning. All is well. Want Polina signed and Lange out. Absolutely. Jimmy says, Diego, Sarr and Barnes for me would be delicious. Yeah, listen, again, all players that we could get, right? All players that we could get, and they improve us. Thiago is a bit one that I'm on the fence with a little. I'd like to see how we do in a second season, but at the same time, if we give him a second season, he does really well. The bigger boys are going to be fishing for him. So it's one of them we'd have to take a punt on, right? He's had one good season in the Premier League. We get him now. Let's hope he has another one. But it is a risk. It is a risk. Sarr, for me, done great at Palace and really good player, really good attacking player, scores goals. And Barnes, I'm taking it we're talking Harvey Barnes. Always liked Harvey Barnes. I think he's a quality player. So, again, good squad player though, right? Fills the squad out. Wouldn't be my first choice left-sided player, but he'd be good to come from the bench. Or come in when a player's injured. Tom's in saying good morning. Morning to you, Tom. I hope you're well, mate. And he says, am I the only one who wants another English team to win the Champions League? Absolutely. If you want it to be Arsenal, yes. Yes. Um, yeah. I'd love another English team to win the Champions League, but next year when it's not Arsenal. Stephen says, with the exception of maybe 5 or 6, I don't care who we sell. Mate, that's fair. I wouldn't even go that high. I think there's 3 that I don't want us to sell, and I've been clear on this. Maddison, Danzo, VDV. The rest can go. Bye-bye. But we will see what happens. JSYZ saying, big up, Nige. Hope you are well. Big up to the chat. Big up to you, Jess. I hope you're well. And yeah, keep smashing out the content. Brilliant content from Jess. Get over to JSY and smash a sub for her. Kate says, Savino, to be honest, not pulled up any trees. This is where I am, but there's no reason why he can't at a new club, right? And I think, listen, sometimes you're going to pick up players that maybe are not on the greatest form at the club they're at, and that's why they're up for sale. And they come to your club and they light it up. So let's hope. Listen, as I said, he's not my first choice, but if he comes in, I will support him, and let's hope he lights it up. Pete says, morning, ladies and gents. Hope you're all well. Bit late for a full hello to each. Big up to you, Pete. How are you feeling about today? Are you excited about tonight? Are you nervous? It's a massive game. Listen, I remember when Spurs were in the Champions League final in 2019. It was the build-up was crazy, and the final was a letdown, but the build-up was absolutely intense. Rain says, Flick, surely it isn't a 20 million fee for Polina stopping the signing. Chump chance of us worth it if you get him in the squad. Even as a part-time player, mentor for younger players for a couple of seasons. Again, he doesn't have to be first choice, does he? Bring him in, his leadership, his experience. Bring him in. Imagine having a top class number 6. Right, and this top class number 6 is out for 3-4 games or a month out injured, and Polinia comes in. That is what you call proper squad building. But Spurs, they don't do that. We won't do that. We're bringing another player, and then when he's out, we just stick someone in. Who we got? Spence? I'm sure Spence can play. You have a go, mate. That's what we're doing, because this is what we always do. We're absolutely shocking. Golden Sense, and if we sell Richie and don't buy Polina, that will be all our scores gone. Exactly. Selling Richie will be another top scorer we sold. It's going to be. This is going to be it. Golden, you're absolutely right. Kane, Son, Johnson, and it will be Richie. And every season, the goals get less, right? So Kane, 20, 30 goals? Sonny was like 18, something like that. Johnson, 14, 15? Richarlison, 11, 12. What's it going to be next season? We'll have a top score of like 7 goals. It's not good. Finn said, I don't know about Cow's ass with a banjo. Our forwards couldn't hit Godzilla's ass with a grand piano. Absolutely, mate. Listen, we need a massive shake-up. A massive shake-up in the squad, 100%. Pete Chambers said, can we all get the likes up, please, before the show finishes? And sub if you haven't. Absolutely, guys. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please smash a sub. No subs yet today. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to cry or anything. But if you could hit a sub, really would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I just said sub. Like the show. I'm all over the place this morning. Let's go through the chat. Steven said Bergvall would look good in anything. Damn handsome man, absolutely. Odo have like blonde flowing locks like him. Not jealous at all. Coys is in. Big up to you, Coys. Says alas PSG, absolutely. Tom says, what was the Ajax looking kit we had? It was a kit we had before It was the one where we had just a stripe down the side, and it was like it wasn't like a thick stripe, but it was like Alderweireld, the Vertonghen, and it was under Poch. But I loved that strip. I mean, it was kind of Ajax-like in the fact that it was down the side. But yeah, really like that kit. Can't find a picture of it now, but it was in the Poch era, Tom. Golden Sun then becomes Spurs' top goal scorer and gets sold. Kane, Son, Johnson. Now, Richie, absolutely. Pete Chambers saying Foden to Spurs, a nice idea, guys, but he's not going to come top to the bottom. Those players will come, but not yet. Absolutely. We're not in a position to get a Foden right now, but it would be nice, right? It would be nice. Tony saying today we are French. Absolutely, that was my French accent. Been watching too much Hello Hello. Um, yeah, today we are French. I might actually watch a bit of Hello Hello later just to get me in the mood. Get me in the mood. And thank you to the one person who's just subscribed. Really, really appreciate you. Rain says Savino, just too much of a risk for me. If the other left winger is Tao, whose output is also uncertain, we need to find a player who can score 10 goals from left wing. Shada, maybe? Maybe. Listen, I think at the moment, anything, right, is better than Tao. So we need to go out and buy a winger who has end product. I think that's basically what you're saying, Rain, yeah? We need a player who's going to come in, give us end product, and yeah, we will see. We will see what happens. Kate says we need two strikers, quality than Solanke and Richie again. 40 million for both. Absolutely. Rain, thank you for the picture, mate. Sending me the picture of the Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs kit. 15-16 kit. The 15-16 Spurs kit was Ajax-ish. Ajax-ish. Big up to you, Rain. And Rain saying, oh la la, Tony. Oh, I'd have a bit of Ginola back. What a player. Coy says, spot on, mate. We need to sign decent players. Dragish and even Maguire out. Gutted if we don't sign Polina. Yeah, I'd be gutted as well. Absolutely gutted. Marianne saying good morning to Peter. And Stephen saying, why are so many against Archie Gray? Always gives his best despite playing in multiple positions. He will develop into a top player. Wouldn't be against a loan to a decent side, but not to sell. I'm with you, mate. Listen, for me, it's just about taking us to the next level. And I don't think Archie Gray does that. I think a loan would do him the world of good. I'm in agreement. I think he is going to be a top player, but he's just not there yet for Spurs. And where we want to be as fans, I think maybe a loan would do him the world. I'm on that page with Bergval as well. I think a loan would do him the world of good. Getting regular first team football, playing every single week, and honing his skills, and then coming back hopefully a much better player. David says Solanke's a non-starter. He's not a prolific goal scorer, and even worse, all top strikers not only score but create for teammates. And I've never seen him creating up an opening for himself. Absolutely, absolutely. Tom said, I hate Arsenal. I actually can't bear it if they win. Good, good. I was getting worried then, Tom. But I'm in agreement with you. Pete says, Nige, how often does an English team represent in every final? Surely for England's status, you want us to win today? No, no, Pete, of course I don't. Why would I? No, absolutely not. I love you, Pete, but I just can't have Arsenal winning today. Can't have it. Go saying keep trying, Pete. Absolutely up the PSG. Lumen's in saying Kate, Pete, Lee goes to chat all me. Big up, mate. Hope you're well, Lumen. Hope you're well, buddy. Guys, I'm going to be handing you over to the great 2 marks in a minute. I forgot to put a redirect on, haven't I? But you know where they are. Get over there. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Golden Sun saying VDV and Spence have a shit attitude and they can both spin. Saying it as it is, Golden. Saying it as it is. Daniel Phil saying PSG. Big up, Daniel. I hope you're well. And Pete saying it's going to be epic. Really want to win to put the stamp on Europe as we have won everything. Villa, Palace, Forest. What an achievement. Forest, Villa, Palace. Forest didn't win anything this year. But listen, Villa and Palace did. So yes, get in. Joe's in. Big up Joe. Said big final today. Can both teams lose? Choosing the winner between Hull KR and Wigan is brutal. Big up to you. Listen, I used to love a bit of rugby league back in the day. Don't watch a lot of it now. Don't watch a lot of it now. But I think I've always been a bit more of a Wigan man personally. Bit more of a Wigan man when it comes to that. Who did a fire play for? Play for Wigan, didn't he? I think. Kate saying good morning to Luban. Ghost is saying good morning to Luban as well. And Tom King saying big up to Joe. Guys, I am going to pass you over to the 2 marks. I'm just going to go down the chat, see if anyone's in. Rain said the Under Armour kits were superb. Yes, they were. They were absolutely great. Jamie's in. Big up, Jamie. Said, I'm with you, Pete. Come on, Arsenal. Oh, Jamie. Jamie. Uh, Daniel saying, Ginola. Oh, what a player. What a player he was. Guys, I am going to leave it there. Have a fantastic Saturday. Whatever you're doing, have a fantastic weekend. And keep hitting that like. Keep subbing to the channel. Get over to the 2 marks now. Have a great day. And yes, Cookie saying a fire did play for Wigan. I knew it. I knew it. Guys, have a great day. Get over to the 2 marks. Like, share, subscribe. All that good stuff. And as always, come on, you Spurs.